Breaker Broke 23. Today in this video, I want to show you guys my OLIGHT ArkPro flashlight. Folks over at OLIGHT were kind enough to send this device over to me to check out and show to you folks. And I got to tell you, I would not normally spend this much money on a flashlight. Generally, I won't go over about $29. I've never really gone over that. However, those less expensive flashlights have never given me the performance that I've been looking for, and I think I found it with this one. So my general usage in this is going to be camping. When we're in the campgrounds, or we need to do something with the RV, or just walk around the campground late at night and not disturb anybody. And with the control of the light beam here, I think I'm going to be able to do that. And the quality of the construction here is just absolutely amazing. This is 6061 alloy aluminum. I believe that is probably, it's over 100 grams. It has some heft to it, but it's not too heavy. So we have a multifunction light here. So basically what we have is we have a spotlight, a floodlight, a UV light, and a green laser. We have freaking laser beams. That's really awesome. This particular light here is called the Gray Phantom Squadron design. You can get these in like orange, OD green, and like a matte black, and I think a gray or a silver one as well. So, if you want to get the orange one so you can't lose it, maybe go with that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I've never really been into EDC flashlights or everyday carry because I just really haven't understood what they're for. To me, a flashlight's a flashlight, but this is for me also a whole new world. I like that I could put this in my pocket and there's, it won't show. It's very discreet. I like this dual use belt clip here. So you could put this in your pocket and slide this on the outer portion of your pocket so it doesn't fall out, or you can just, directly put it in your pocket. It also has this secondary clip here, which I thought was kind of cool, for hats. So you can put this on your hat. Actually, I ran it this way in testing, and that worked out really well. I thought that was a really good idea. Whoever thought of that, give them a raise. That's amazing. Anyway, so what comes in the box? We have a instruction manual and a magnetic charger, which is kind of neat. We can just plug that onto the end. Just goes like that. On the charger here, this little strain relief is actually illuminated, so when you're in charge mode, it is red, and when the device is fully charged, it turns green. That is pretty cool. Also on the side here, we have a USB-C port, which is really neat with this little door to protect it. This is basically to protect it from dust. This is waterproof, and I don't really think that's going to matter. So anyway, whether it's open or closed, it's still waterproof. Over here we have some user functions, and basically this little dial will let us adjust the width of beam. So in the center position we have floodlight. Over to the left we have the spotlight mode, and this has a UV light, a high and a low intensity UV light. So that's pretty cool as well. And then over here we have the control for the green beam or the green laser. So if you just momentarily press that, you can turn it on and off. It just latches on. You push and hold, and it goes to the low setting. Push and hold again, and you have the high setting. Momentary press, and it is off. If you push and hold it, it just goes into a press and hold type mode, which I think is pretty interesting. As you note here, we have some green LEDs. So on this side of the dial, this is our state of charge. Okay, so this tells us how much battery we have left in here. We have 4 LEDs for that. So fully charged would be 4. And we'll go over here And let's turn it into, let's see, we'll go this direction for the UV light. Oh, let me turn the laser off. Okay. And we have UV light here, which is kind of interesting. So this would be great for you auto mechanics that are looking for leaking fluids or have fluid dyes in various things like checking for head gaskets and stuff. This will show up if you want to use this for checking for scorpions or bugs in the campground. You can do that, or the little critters in a hotel mattress. So that's kind of an interesting feature, right? Okay, we have different intensities here for light. We have a low, medium, high, and a turbo mode, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to leave it in this floodlight position here at the moment. And what we're going to do is momentarily push the center button, and that puts us into our light, flashlight mode. And so we go over to the right, and that gives us spotlight, go back to the center, and we have more of an open pattern or a floodlight. So we'll push and hold, and let's just start off with low, medium, high, and then double click, and you have turbo. That's just crazy bright. That's like 1500 lumens. If you're in the floodlight mode and you flip over to spotlight, it stays in whatever brightness you had previously picked out. So that's pretty cool. I really like this thing. This is just a fantastic device. We can also push and hold the center button for 3 seconds, and it will actually lock the light. We'll have a little lock indicator here. Push it for, again, 3 seconds, and it'll unlock it. And then we're in low beam. So low beam, medium, high, and turbo. Outstanding. Just momentarily push it, and we can turn it off. Kind of something else that's neat on here, you know, we have this magnetic charge, which works really well. I find it to do a good job, but the magnet's over here as well, and you could hang this from, like if you had to do car repairs, you could hang this from the hood of your car, and it'll flash down in your engine compartment. Personally, though, I'm going to use this for campground use, and I'm probably going to use it in the floodlight mode right here. You know, I find sometimes with those less expensive flashlights, you're just throwing too much light around the campground late at night, and you don't really want to disturb other campers at, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I think this is going to solve that problem. So anyway, overall build quality is outstanding. I like the flexibility of having the green laser pointer, which can come in handy for maybe you HVAC guys or warehouse workers that need to point at something quite a ways away to show a coworker or whatnot, or play with the kiddies. I mean, why not, right? The UV light function is very nice to have. I never really understood why I would need a UV light until I got this light, and in the testing I found gross stuff, and that's pretty cool. And I like the adjustability of the pattern of the light, so you can go straight out like that, or, you know, in a wide beam. So anyway, I highly recommend this flashlight. I think it's well worth the asking price, and I'm glad I've been exposed to something of this quality. That's for sure. We have these little engravings here in the side, and it feels really good in your hand. It's not going to slip out. This just kind of helps you keep a hold of it. So very nice product. Stay tuned. A few months down the road, I'll do a follow-up video on this, but extremely heavy duty. Yeah, this would be great for many uses. Working, you mechanics wouldn't have to worry about this thing bouncing around in your toolbox, or if you accidentally drop it or something like that. And it seems to have like a really nice, I want to say a Lexan. It's probably a tougher, clear material, and it's slightly recessed, so you couldn't scratch it because the actual lens is back recessed in there a little bit. And yeah, that's a pretty Pretty cool unit. All right, guys, thanks for watching.